Ever wondered what Africa's 54 current presidents were before they rose to power? Some taught in classrooms, others fought on battlefields. A few served as church leaders. Some commanded armies as field marshals, while others built businesses or practiced law. Abdel Fattah Sisi. Abdel Fattah Sisi, born in Cairo in 1954, is a retired field marshal and the current president of Egypt since 2014. He graduated from the Egyptian Military Academy in 1977 and later earned advanced military degrees in Egypt, the UK, and the US. Rising through the ranks, he became Director of Military Intelligence before being appointed Minister of Defense in 2012. In July 2013, he led the military coup that ousted President Mohamed Morsi after mass protests. His presidency has been marked by infrastructure expansion, economic reforms, and a strong stance against Islamist movements, though critics highlight restrictions on political freedoms. Mohammed Al-Menfi. Mohammed Yunus Al-Menfi, born in Tobruk in 1976, is a Libyan diplomat and politician. He studied engineering at Tobruk University and was active in student associations abroad. After the fall of Muammar Gaddafi, he joined the General National Congress and chaired committees on housing and utilities. He later served as Libya's ambassador to Greece before being expelled due to tensions over maritime agreements. In February 2021, he was selected as chairman of the Presidential Council through the UN-led Libyan Political Dialogue Forum. Kais Saied. Kais Saied, born in Tunis in 1958, is a constitutional law professor turned politician. He studied law at the University of Tunis and specialized in constitutional law at institutions in Tunisia and Italy. Said taught at the University of Sousse and became known for his conservative views on law and governance. In 2019, running as an independent, he won Tunisia's presidential election with strong support from youth and reformists. Abdelmajid Tebboune. Abdelmajid Tebboune, born in Mesheria in 1945, is Algeria's president since December 2019. He graduated from the National School of Administration in 1969, specializing in economics and finance. Tebboune held various administrative posts, including governor, wali, of several provinces, before rising to ministerial positions. He briefly served as Prime Minister in 2017 under Abdelaziz Bouteflika. After Bouteflika's resignation amid mass protests, Tebboune won the 2019 presidential election. King Mohammed VI, born in Rabat in 1963, has ruled Morocco since 1999, following the death of his father King Hassan II. Educated at the Royal College and Mohammed V University, he earned degrees in law and political science, later completing studies in Brussels. His reign began with reforms, including changes to Morocco's family code that expanded women's rights. He has promoted economic modernization, infrastructure development, and international partnerships while maintaining Morocco's monarchy as a central institution. Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, born in 1960 in northern Sudan, is a career military officer and Sudan's de facto leader since 2019. He graduated from the Sudanese Military Academy and received further training in Egypt and Jordan. Al-Burhan commanded Sudanese forces in Yemen as part of the Saudi-led coalition. Following the ouster of Omar al-Bashir in April 2019, he became head of the Transitional Military Council and later chairman of the Sovereignty Council. His rule has been marked by coups, ongoing civil conflict, and struggles between the army and paramilitary forces, leaving Sudan in a fragile state. Mohamed Ould Ghazouani. Mohamed Ould Ghazouani, born in 1956 in Boumdeid, is a retired general and Mauritania's president since 2019. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, born in Lagos in 1952, is Nigeria's current president since May 2023. He studied accounting in the US, graduating from Chicago State University. Tinubu worked briefly in the private sector, including at Deloitte and Mobil Oil Nigeria, before entering politics. He was elected senator in 1992 and later served as governor of Lagos State. Paul Biya. Paul Biya, born in 1933 in Vomeka, is one of Africa's longest-serving leaders, having been president of Cameroon since 1982. He studied law and political science in Paris before joining Cameroon's civil service. Biya rose through government ranks, serving as Secretary General of the Presidency and Prime Minister under Amadou Ahidjo. When Ahidjo resigned, Biya became president. Brice Oligui Nguema. Brice Oligui Nguema, born in 1975, is a Gabonese general who became transitional president in August 2023 after leading a coup against Ali Bongo Ondimba. He trained at Gabon's military academies and served in the Republican Guard, eventually becoming its commander. Known as a close ally of the Bongo family, he later distanced himself and seized power after disputed elections. Denis Sassou Nguesso. Denis Sassou Nguesso, born in 1943 in Edu, is a long-time political figure and president of the Republic of Congo. He trained as a military officer in Algeria and entered politics through the Congolese Labour Party. Félix Tshisekedi. Félix Tshisekedi, born in 1963 in Kinshasa, is the son of veteran opposition leader Etienne Tshisekedi. He studied in Belgium and became active in the Union for Democracy and Social Progress, UDPS. After years in opposition, he won the 2018 presidential election, marking the first peaceful transfer of power in DRC's history. Mahamat Idriss Déby, born in 1984, is the son of longtime President Idriss Déby. He trained at military academies in Chad and France, serving in elite units. After his father's death in 2021, Mahamat was appointed transitional president by the military. Faustin Archange Touadéra. Faustin Archange Touadéra, born in 1957 in Bangui, is a mathematician and academic. He studied mathematics in Bangui and France, earning a PhD. Touadéra became rector of the University of Bangui before entering politics. He served as Prime Minister from 2008 to 2013 and was elected president in 2016. Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, born in 1942, is Africa's longest-serving president, ruling Equatorial Guinea since 1979. Carlos Villanova. Carlos Villanova, born in 1959, is an engineer and politician. Villanova entered politics in the 1990s, serving as Minister of Public Works and later Minister of Infrastructure. He was elected president in 2021. William Samoei Ruto, born in 1966 in Sambot, is Kenya's president since 2022. He studied botany and zoology at the University of Nairobi before entering politics in the 1990s. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, born in 1944 in Ntungamo, has been Uganda's president since 1986. He studied economics and political science at the University of Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, where he became involved in revolutionary politics. Samia Suluhu Hassan. Samia Suluhu Hassan, born in 1960 in Zanzibar, is Tanzania's first female president, taking office in 2021 after the death of John Magufuli. She studied public administration in Tanzania and the US, worked in NGOs and government before entering politics, serving as a member of parliament and later vice president. Paul Kagame. Paul Kagame. Kagame joined the Ugandan National Resistance Army and later co-founded the Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF. He led the RPF in ending the 1994 genocide and became vice president and defense minister before assuming the presidency in the year 2000. Evariste Ndayishimiye. Evariste Ndayishimiye, born in 1968 in Gitega, is Burundi's president since 2020. He studied law at the University of Burundi but fled during the Civil War, joining the Hutu rebel group CNDD-FDD. Ndayishimiye served as Minister of Interior and Chief of Staff before being elected President. Abiy Ahmed Ali. Abiy Ahmed Ali, born in 1976 in Beshasha, is Ethiopia's Prime Minister since 2018. He served in the military and intelligence services before entering politics. Abiy studied computer engineering and later earned a PhD in peace and security studies. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, born in 1955 in Jalalaksi, is Somalia's president since 2022, having previously served from 2012 to 2017. He studied education and technology in Somalia and India, later working in NGOs and academia. Ismail Omar Gelle. Ismail Omar Gelle, born in 1947 in Dire Dawa, has been Djibouti's president since 1999. He trained as a civil servant and worked under his uncle Hassan Guled Abtidon, Djibouti's first president. Gelle rose through the ranks as head of security services before succeeding his uncle. Cyril Ramaphosa. Cyril Ramaphosa, born in 1952 in Soweto, is South Africa's president since 2018. He studied law at the University of the North, but became deeply involved in anti-apartheid activism. Emmerson Mnangagwa. Emmerson Mnangagwa, born in 1942 in Shabani, is Zimbabwe's president since 2017. He studied law in Zambia and Mozambique and was active in the liberation struggle against colonial rule. After Mugabe's ouster in 2017, Mnangagwa assumed power. Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema, born in 1962 in Monze, is Zambia's president since 2021. He studied economics and business at the University of Zambia and later earned an MBA in the UK. Hichilema became a successful businessman, particularly in cattle ranching and finance. He entered politics in the 2000s, leading the United Party for National Development, UPND. After multiple unsuccessful runs, he won the presidency in 2021. Lazarus Chakwera. Lazarus Chakwera, born in 1955 in Lilongwe, is Malawi's president since 2020. He studied theology in Malawi and the US, earning a doctorate in divinity. Chakwera served as president of the Malawi Assemblies of God Church for over 2 decades before entering politics in 2013. He became leader of the Malawi Congress Party and won the presidency in a historic rerun election in 2020. Filipe Nyusi. Filipe Nyusi, born in 1959 in Mueda, is Mozambique's president since 2015. He studied mechanical engineering in Czechoslovakia. He served as Minister of Defense before becoming president. João Lourenço. João Lourenço, born in 1954 in Lobito, is Angola's president since 2017. He studied history and military sciences in the Soviet Union and became a political commissar in Angola's armed forces. Nangolo Mbumba. Nangolo Mbumba, born in 1941 in Olukonda, is Namibia's president since February 2024. He studied biology and political science in the US and worked as a teacher before entering politics. Mbumba held various ministerial positions, including education and finance, and served as vice president before assuming the presidency. Mogwetsi Masisi. Mogwetsi Masisi, born in 1961 in Moshupa, is Botswana's president since 2018. He studied education in Botswana and the US, working as a teacher before joining the United Nations. Masisi entered politics in 2003, serving as Minister of Education and later Vice President. Sam Matekane. Sam Matekane, born in 1958, is a businessman turned politician and Lesotho's Prime Minister since 2022. He built a fortune in construction, mining, and aviation before entering politics. King Mswati III. King Mswati III, born in 1968, has ruled Eswatini since 1986. He is Africa's last absolute monarch, succeeding his father, King Sobhuza II. Educated in Swaziland and the UK, Mswati became king at age 18. Andry Rajoelina. Andry Rajoelina, born in 1974 in Ansirabe, is Madagascar's president since 2019, having previously led the country from 2009 to 2014 as transitional head of state. Before politics, he was a successful entrepreneur in the media and entertainment industry, founding a radio station and an advertising company. Prithviraj Singh Rupun. Prithviraj Singh Rupun, born in 1959, is Mauritius's president since 2019. He studied law and worked as a lawyer before entering politics. Rupun served as a member of parliament and held ministerial positions, including Minister of Arts and Culture. Wavell Ramkalawan. Wavell Ramkalawan, born in 1960, is Seychelles' president since 2020. He studied theology in Seychelles and the UK, becoming an Anglican priest. Azali Assoumani. Azali Assoumani, born in 1959, is Comoros' president since 2019, having previously ruled from 1999 to 2006 and 2016 to 2019. He trained as a military officer in Morocco and France, rising to become Chief of Staff of the Comorian Army. Assoumani first seized power in a coup in 1999, later transitioning to elected leadership.
Nana Akufo-Addo. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, born in 1944 in Accra, is Ghana's president since 2017. Akufo-Addo worked as a lawyer and human rights advocate before entering politics. He served as Attorney General and later Foreign Minister under President John Kufuor, where he promoted Ghana's international diplomacy. Macky Sall. Macky Sall, born in 1961 in Fatik, is a geological engineer by training. Sall entered politics in the 1990s, rising under President Abdoulaye Wade. He served as Prime Minister and later Speaker of the National Assembly before breaking away to form his own party. Elected president in 2012, he has promoted infrastructure development, oil and gas exploration, and regional diplomacy. Alassane Ouattara. Alassane Ouattara, born in 1942 in Dimbokro, is an economist with a long career in international finance. Ouattara worked at the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and later became governor of the Central Bank of West African States. He entered politics in the 1990s, serving briefly as Prime Minister. After years of political crisis, he was elected president in 2010. Julius Maada Bio. Julius Maada Bio, born in 1964 in Tihun, is a retired brigadier general and Sierra Leone's president since 2018. He joined the army in 1985 and rose through the ranks, playing a role in the 1992 coup that brought the National Provisional Ruling Council to power. Bio briefly served as head of state in 1996 before handing power to civilians. Joseph Boakai. Joseph Numa Boakai, born in 1944 in Lofa County, is Liberia's president since January 2024. Boakai served as Minister of Agriculture in the 1980s and later as Vice President under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf from 2006 to 2018. Known for his quiet technocratic style, he won the presidency after defeating George Weah. Adama Barrow. Adama Barrow, born in 1965 in Mankamang-Kunda, is a businessman turned politician. He studied real estate management in London and worked as a property developer before entering politics. Mamadi Doumbouya. Mamadi Doumbouya, born in 1980 in Kankan, is a career military officer. He trained in France and served in the French Foreign Legion before returning to Guinea. Doumbouya led the September 2021 coup that ousted President Alpha Condé, citing corruption and mismanagement. Ibrahim Traoré.
Ibrahim Traoré, born in 1988, is Burkina Faso's transitional president since September 2022. A young army captain, he studied geology before joining the military. Traoré rose quickly through the ranks and led a coup against interim leader Paul-Henri Damiba, citing failures to curb jihadist violence. At 34, he became the world's youngest head of state. Patrice Talon. Before becoming president of Benin, Patrice Talon was a successful businessman, especially in the cotton industry, earning the nickname King of Cotton. His wealth and influence in agriculture positioned him as a powerful figure in Benin's economy before entering politics. Abdurrahman Tiani. Tiani was a career military officer who rose through the ranks of Niger's army. In 2011, he became commander of the elite presidential guard, tasked with protecting the head of state. His role in the 2023 coup, where he detained President Mohamed Bazoum, propelled him into national leadership. Duma Boko. Duma Boko trained as a lawyer, worked as a professor and legal advocate, focusing on democracy and social justice. He later became leader of the Umbrella for Democratic Change opposition coalition, challenging the ruling party before winning the presidency in 1999. Sahle Work Zewde. Zewde was a seasoned diplomat before becoming Ethiopia's first female president. She served as ambassador to several African countries and held senior positions at the United Nations, including Director General of the UN office at Nairobi. Jose Maria Neves. Neves was deeply involved in politics as a member of the African Party for the Independence of Cape Verde. He served as Prime Minister from 2001 to 2016, overseeing economic reforms and democratic consolidation. Before that, he was a youth activist, legislator, and mayor of Santa Catarina. Salva Kiir Mayardit. Kiir was a long-time military commander in the Sudan People's Liberation Army, SPLA. He fought in both the First and Second Sudanese civil wars, rising to the rank of Field Marshal. Following John Garang's death in 2005, Kiir became SPLA leader and Vice President of Sudan, later leading South Sudan to independence in 2011. Faure Gnassingbé. As Togo's current president, he entered politics in 2003 as Minister of Equipment, Mines, Posts, and Telecommunications, appointed by his father, President Eyadema. His ministerial role and family ties positioned him to succeed his father as president in 2005. Assimi Goïta. Goïta is a career soldier who trained in Mali, France, and Germany, specializing in armored warfare. He commanded reconnaissance battalions in northern Mali and gained prominence during counter-insurgency operations. Behind every president lies a past, ordinary lives that transformed into extraordinary leadership. These leaders remind us that the road to power is never the same.